Good afternoon. Sunday, upstate New York. I'm out for a long run. I've got the chest strap heart rate monitor on. And we're gonna basically just keep going, kind of at a zone 2, MAF, aerobic threshold, whatever you wanna call it. But we're gonna go for probably about 10 miles. So I'll check in. Hey guys, it's been a while. I'm back from my 10 miler. I'm drinking some mud. You've probably seen ads for it. This is the mud water stuff. I finally caved. I'm trying to drink a little bit less coffee. You saw some of the footage out there. I was wearing the Garmin chest strap HR monitor, which I've been enjoying. Obviously not enjoying wearing it, but I am enjoying getting a little bit better stats, more consistent during the run. And I've also just been setting my watch to show me heart rate. And then I just get an update every time I run a mile. So I really am just running for heart rate now, rather than, miles or pace, which I think is a little bit healthier. But yeah, why don't I actually tell you about the run? Averaged 10:21s, but my average heart rate was about 146. And what's kind of cool about that is when you look at the splits, obviously there was a little bit of a downhill the last 3-4 miles, so my pace kind of quickened up, and those were some of my fastest miles. Within each mile, my average heart rate was 146 or 147. It was super consistent throughout. Honestly, the only time it jumped or was a little bit inconsistent was when I was trying to film and run. I just wasn't really paying attention to the heart rate, and just kind of getting out of the flow for a moment to get some footage. Is a little bit distracting, if you will. Beyond the 10 miler, I did want to talk a little bit about me wearing the HR monitor quite a bit recently. And it's basically all, kind of just, I had started listening to a Rich Roll podcast, and I'm sure everyone has heard, enough stories about zone 2 or aerobic threshold or MAF training, call it what you want, but essentially, it's that training at just high enough of an aerobic effort where you are still not building up lactic acid. And it's something that I've never paid too much attention to. I've just always been like, hey, today's an easy day. I'll assume it's kind of like a zone 2, or it's a high day. It's, VO2 max or tempo, which is just, areas of effort higher than that aerobic kind of fat burning phase of exercise. So yeah. Basically, this is all just kind of a way for me to be a little bit more intentional about honing in on that zone 2 training. And also, there's a lot of huge benefits to normal people like me. Like today I ran 10 miles, I came home, I didn't feel fatigued nearly as much. I mean, I do feel it a little bit, but not nearly as much as if I walked away from the same run and my average HR was closer to 160, 165, I'd be feeling it a lot more because I would have built up lactic acid, because I would have crossed over into that anaerobic, faster twitch kind of effort level. So yeah, I could have gone and grabbed drinks with friends, or I could have gone grocery shopping or done normal life things. So yeah, that's just kind of an extra bonus of doing kind of the zone 2 training. But overall I'm enjoying it, and I'm gonna try to focus a little bit more on it, make sure I'm doing those easier days, and then still working in that one hard day. So hopefully when it does come to race days, I can be in a zone 2 longer. Say for a half marathon, I'm in zone 2 for 3-4 miles, And then I'm starting to go into that, you know, higher heart rate, higher effort, building lactic acid. And maybe as I train on longer over the next year or two, I can get further into a race without breaking that zone 2 threshold and just being able to, you know, enjoy races and push a little bit harder. Well, I guess not push harder, but go quicker at the same effort levels. That's the gist. Final thing I wanted to touch on in this video is I do have a half marathon coming up on October 9th. It's local here in Albany. Albany. All right, fine. Side note, I moved and now I live in Albany, New York. Yay! It's been fun. We've been here for about a month, and I'll touch on that more in a second. But yeah, I've got a race here, October 9th. It's a half. It's supposed to be quite fast. Overall, negative 200 elevation gain, but obviously we all know that could be 600 feet of climbing with 800 feet of downhills. So it's still open to, I need to take a look at the map and do a little bit more research there. But it's supposed to be fast. It is a Boston qualifier, so it's right along the Hudson, along a rail trail, so minimal turns. Actually, no turns, I believe. Like, it's just like you start up north and you head south. So should be cool, should be fast. We'll see. I haven't done a ton of training, but it'll be a really good way to check in and see where I'm at with things. And finally, I have relocated up to New York. It was a big move for me and my partner, but you know, it totally felt right. We got family up here. I've got a cool job that I started. So yeah, basically big move, big changes. And it's been a little bit hard to kind of get motivated to make videos for you guys. I have been running, not, you know, dedicated to any plan, just trying to get up early and get a couple miles in here and there, you know, 3 or 4 times a week. I've been biking quite a bit, you know, doing some miles on the old cycle or machine. So yeah. We moved. It's been tough, but it's been fun and exciting, and it's always good to get a little uncomfortable in a new place. But with that wrapped up, this is my first video from the New York pad. Yeah, if you did stick around to the end of the video, thank you very much. I will try to keep you guys as updated as I can with training and shoe reviews and all that good stuff. But until then, it's good to be back. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.